What's up? Here I have two tweets from Mick O'Keefe, and he says, breaking. Leaked Dublin City Council emails confirm the council is concerned about the proliferation of Irish flags. Now, what does the word proliferation mean? It means the rapid increase in the number or amount of something. Just like we're concerned about the rapid increase in foreigners coming into this country that is causing all sorts of issues. School place issues, healthcare issues, crime issues, housing issues. Just the way we're concerned about that, but instead what you've been constantly told is you're a racist for pointing these things out. You're a bigot, you're a far right, you're this, you're that, you're Yatsies, whatever it might be. All words that mean absolutely nothing now. Because they've been overused and they've been used against people who are just looking at the current state of play and their current situation in life and saying, things are getting worse. It's taking you longer to get an appointment for something. You have to wait around now behind bums that are hanging around in areas that shouldn't even be in the place. This isn't how it used to be. And there's people that are out there like me, like you, that remember how it used to be. And you see how the country has fallen. You just have to hang around certain areas in Dublin. You just have to use public transport. You see it all. You see how much the country is overrun and in very, very big trouble because it's unsustainable. The strain that's been put on the system right now, the strain that's going to be put on the system in the future is going to be even larger. If remigration and deportations don't commence immediately, and they should have been commenced a long time ago, there is going to be a big issue in this country going forward. Now, we'll be doing a separate video on it, but if you look into Alan Gettr, for example, he has a large hand in the current situation that we find ourselves in. Now, there also links in with a country at the moment that an awful lot of other countries don't like, and again, a people that have been removed from 109 pubs, we shall say. Very interesting stuff how they want one place to be remaining themselves, but yeah, everywhere else, let's just throw amounts of people into it that make no sense, that have no cultural significance to the place that they're going to, are coming from strange places with strange gods and strange cultural traditions and all of this sort of stuff, and then are trying to, what shall I say, take over is the word I want to use there. So Mick O'Keefe says, breaking leaked Dublin City Council emails are talking about the situation with the flag. So if you don't know about this right now, there are flags that have been put up all around Dublin, and what that has been transcribed as to people is that's an anti-migrant statement. Okay. So the same thing happened in the UK, and the same thing is happening across the world. Now, I've already said to you, and you already know this, that this country is under foreign occupation. How do I know that? Well, we know that because we have a politician that's across in the EU that's supposed to be representing Ireland that confirmed not too long ago that Ireland is taking its orders from Brussels, and that basically we have highly paid administrators here in this country that are posing as our leaders, that it's all theatrics essentially. So, nameless, faceless, shady entities are running this country and ruining this country and destroying this country on purpose. It's all of the Western world that these places are really intent on diversifying. They've no interest in diversifying Africa, no interest in diversifying India, no interest in diversifying Asia. Pretty interesting. Seems to be all the Western countries, and in particular white countries, that they want to do this too. You know, the days of people being shamed about this sort of stuff are over. I think the shame needs to go the other way. And to be quite honest with you, if I spoke to anybody that was from another country that was trying to shame me about the Irish flag being up, I would be absolutely crystal clear with them about what I thought. And so should you be too. Now, I know Dublin City Council, and I've a couple of, well, I should say, I've a very good piece of knowledge that there are rampant leftists running around inside Dublin City Council. It's obvious as well too to the general public. How do we know that? Because they have no problem putting the gay flags up, the trans flags and all that sort of stuff. They have no problem putting up the Ukrainian flag, no problem putting up the Palestinian flag. But our own national flag in our own country being put up is a problem. Is offensive. No, The service has been overrun in this country, and the country smelling like shit when you go to a number of different places around the country, and indeed on public transport, is offensive to me. That's what is offensive. It using to smell of shit. It using to have people loitering and hanging around and up to no good. The crime wave that's been bombarding this country, and in particular Dublin, has been imported. So that's what's annoying me, and that's what's annoying a lot of people around the country. So if you're someone that's out there that's listening to this from another country and you don't like the Irish flag, here is my piece of advice for you. If you don't like the Irish flag and you don't like seeing it and you feel like that's making you not feel welcome, fuck off home. Simple as. This is a country that fought the British Empire for over 800 years, and it's not going to be turned over to third worlders that are still shitting in the streets across in their country and building mud huts. It's a fucking joke, is what we're being treated to here. You're being told, oh, this is going to totally improve the way that people are living here in this country, and they're going to build it up. But what are you talking about? If these people could build up countries, they would be held on to in their own countries. Instead, it's moving over here, and now you're getting this sort of stuff. We're offended. I seen one Indian woman that was talking about privilege and white privilege and all that. Get these people out. What the fuck are Indians doing here in this country, for example? There's over 1 billion of these people. There's only like 5 odd million Irish. You're the minority. The Irish people are the minority. This nonsense of, well, Indian people are a minority. No, they ain't. There's over 1 billion of them. There's over 1 billion people as well in Asia. There's over 1 billion in Africa as well. We're the minority. Crazy stuff that you're being treated to here in this country. They all think that you don't think that the internet's existence or something like that. I don't know what they're thinking. So then you move on to this here, and as Mick is saying here, so this thing leaked, and there was a bit of uncertainty about it, but then it was confirmed. It's like, holy balls. There's actually goofballs within this place that are actually telling you things like this. These are real. And then you see some old goofball then that's on RTE News going, we're a very diverse society and we don't want people that are from migrant backgrounds feeling intimidated. These people, by the way, do not care about Irish people and how they're treated. Don't. They just don't. It's suicidal empathy is what it is. And in fact, I actually think it goes further than that. I think it's like murderous intent, because what you're pushing on is the replacement, and indeed some people would say it's a word beginning with G, of the Irish people. This is stuff that was concocted hundreds of years ago by the British Empire that they attempted, and we survived. And now you have this gang coming back to go, oh, we'll finish it off. Crazy. DCC considers a response to anti-immigrant flag campaign. Over the summer, lines of tricolours have appeared on streets in a number of areas across the capital. You see, this is how it is, by the way, and this is how pleasant Irish people are, by the way. I just want to put that out there. That they're putting the flags out to say, we've had enough, and in fact, we just want people to go home. We just want them to go home. What you're doing now is you're antagonising the situation, because it's starting now, by the way, because I've seen it firsthand in places where people are telling people what they think of them now. The shaming of the white man, the shaming of the Irish man's over. They're telling people, fuck off home, and they're telling them that directly. Days of them now sitting back and saying nothing. It's over. People are not putting up with it anymore, and they're right not to put up with it. Dublin City Council has said it is considering how to respond to the erection of tricolours on lampposts in communities across the city, which are believed to be part of a campaign by anti-immigration groups. So how about you listen to the groups and say, well lads, what's the problem here? Oh, the services are overrun. Yeah, we'll get right on that. Instead, what they're saying is, welcome in tens of thousands more. Stupid.